friends, welcome to my channel Sushant Chesswise. Now we are moving on from we devoted 2 lectures to openings. Okay, we saw how to play the game and what we should avoid. Now we have got a very important basic checkmate, that is 2 bishops versus king. The king and 2 bishops are required to checkmate the king. Again, like any other checkmate, the 2 bishops and king, they cannot checkmate the king in the middle. So we will start from a difficult position, but first let us see how the mate will happen at the end. See, there are 2 cases which are possible. One is the situation will be something like this. We will give check to the king like this. If the king moves here and the bishop gives check. Okay, this could be one of the end positions, but this is most unlikely because king has some place or the other. Let us look at other one which we are going to get from our starting position. Okay. This one where we are going to push this king to one of the corners. Okay. It could be either with the king here or with the king here on this side. So what will happen is we will push to the king to that corner where our king is. Okay, so if the king is here, we will push the black king to this corner. If our king is here, we will push the king to the other corner. So now what we do? We want this king to go here. So this bishop is blocking. So we play the bishop to c7. We block this square, force the king to f8. He has come into opposition. Now he has again this place and this one. This is covered. We want the king to go to the corner. Now we cover this with the bishop. Okay, note that if you cover from here, it will become stalemate because both squares will get covered. We want the king to be pushed to the corner. Okay, so we snatch this place and keep this one open. Now king goes to g8. Now the most important move, the king is going to escape from h7. So we take opposition. Okay, on this side the king cannot escape because the bishops are sitting there. So if bishop comes to f8, then we give check, bd6 check, force the king to go to corner. Okay, it comes to e6, again check, king goes to corner, and then we give check with the other bishop, and see it becomes checkmate. So this is how the end will be there. Okay, so end will happen mostly in any of the corners. Okay, the other mate which I showed you, that will happen only if black plays wrong in the side of the board. Okay, so now we go to the starting position. Okay, from where it is most difficult, and you will see from here how to get to that position. So we start from this position because see, you can see that the bishops and king are not well placed, and it is going to take a lot of time to push this king to the end of the board. Okay, so the technique what I am teaching you here is not the most accurate, or it will not take least number of moves, but it will be very easy to understand. For kids it is very easy to follow. One more thing I must tell you at this point, all the checkmates with the king and queen, king and rook, or 2 bishops mate, all these checkmates we have to checkmate the king within 50 moves. Okay, it falls under the 50 move rule, which I have not mentioned till now, because the queen mate and the rook mate, they happen much earlier than 50. They generally happen within 20 moves. But if this bishop mate is not played properly, see, it might take around 30 moves. And if we cannot mate in 50 moves here, the game will end in a draw. Okay, so that is a very important rule, because there are no pawn moves and no captures which are possible. So that is why we have to mate within 50 moves. So the method I am teaching here is, in this what we will do, we will bring this king and both bishops, we will push them ahead, and they will come in the same line next to each other. Okay, so let's get started. White played the bishop to d2. The bishop came one square ahead. See, the bishops are trying to control the diagonal this way. This bishop will come here, and both bishops will control, see, these 2 range, so that the king is pushed up the board. Okay, now black played the king in the middle. White played the bishop. Now king comes to e4. Now this king will go to the side. Now these 3 will keep on moving upwards. Now what we have to see here is, suppose in this position it is white's move, then white king cannot come ahead. So what we will do, out of these three, the middle one will move the last. The middle one we will not move, because if we move this bishop and give check here, the king will penetrate inside and the bishop will get attacked. So the middle piece is going to move at the end. And now we are going to follow a simple pattern. Okay, now if black king is played here, white cannot play his bishop here, king will get to enter here. So he pushes his king ahead. Now black king has to go back. Okay, now see, we play the bishop. And the middle piece will come at the end. Now see, king moves here. Now this piece, bishop comes ahead. Now the middle bishop will move at the end. So again king moves to d5. Now we will not play this bishop because king gets placed here. Note how these two bishops are covering these two diagonals here and these two diagonals here. So the king will be stuck in the middle. Now see, king moves ahead. Again king has to go down. Now this bishop moves ahead. See, the middle piece is still behind. Now king moves here. Bishop comes ahead. Again king moves here. Now we will take the king ahead. Now suppose he plays the king here first. Okay, so we play the bishop here. Now king here. And now the bishop. This time you see, this king has come here and we cannot play the king ahead. So this pushing of the kings and bishop, this we have to do till the 6th rank. Okay, beyond that if we do, it will become stalemate. So we have to reach the 6th rank this way. So now see, king cannot move ahead. So as I told you, one of the cornered piece will go ahead first. So we play the bishop now. See, the bishop is covering these two places. The king has to go back. King goes back. Okay, now here we can use both. This bishop also we can use the king also, but we have decided to play this at the end. So we will wait with the bishop. Now king goes here. Okay, he tries to run away. Now we play the bishop here. Okay, and now the king comes to e8. See, this is the position from where we started. Okay, and now we have to bring this king to this corner because our king is here. So now same journey we will force. If we play the bishop here, not that it will become stalemate. So this will happen only till the 6th rank. Now see, bishop covers this square, forces the king here. Same technique. Now bishop goes to this square, forces the king here. Now king is about to escape, we take opposition. Now we saw that if king moves here, then we give check. King moves here, again check. King moves here and it becomes checkmate. Suppose the king doesn't move to f8 and goes to h8. So we cannot block here with the bishop. If we block here, it will become stalemate. So what we do, we'll stick to the same idea. We'll play the bishop here and cover this square, which will force the king to go to g8. See, white's plan has not changed. Now bishop gives check. This square is taken away by this bishop. King has to go to the corner and then this bishop does checkmate. Now this is the mate. Now finally we will see if our pieces are totally away. Now let us assume that the bishops and the king, they are in a scattered position. Okay, so now what we will do is, wherever we want, we will get the two bishops first in the same line and then bring the king. Okay, so we can do it in various ways. Let me show you. So suppose we decide to get this bishop here and the other one here. So that is one way that is possible. Okay, second, but we will try to choose a square which is little away from the king. Okay, so let's see, or we can choose these two squares where the bishops can be brought. So let's see. See, we can play the bishop to c5 first. If king attacks the bishop, now bishop comes to e3. Now we will note that almost by force the bishop will be able to come here. So the only way to stop the bishop to come into d3 is king c4. Now moment the king is played here, we will put the bishops in the same line this way. Now what is happening? So far we were checkmating him like this. Now we will checkmate him like this. So he will get mated on any of these two edges. Let's say black plays the king here. Now king g2, king d4, king f3, king here, he can come here. Now king goes to c4. Now out of these three, we want to push the middle one last. So we play the king first. Now see, he cannot go to any of these squares, he goes back. Now this bishop comes here. Now he can't go to any of these squares. He comes here. Now we play the middle bishop last. Now he plays the king here. Now we play the king to c2. Okay. Now he is getting pushed to the corner. King to a4. Bishop to c3. King to a3 and bishop to c4. Okay. Now we played the bishop to c4 as per our technique, but we could have directly played the bishop to b5 and pushed this king to this corner and waited him there. Okay, this is the best move. Let's say we play the bishop to c4 and he plays the king to a4, then we have to be very careful that we don't play the king here, because it will become a stalemate then. Then all we have to do is waste the bishop move, okay, and then force the king here and get the bishop too. So we can waste the bishop move anywhere on the diagonal, okay, force this king to come here and now snatch away the a4 square by bishop b5. Now see, we are pushing the king to a2, forced to go to a2, bishop comes to b4, now king comes to a1, see already he is in the opposition. Now the problem is, if we give check, he will escape. If we block with the bishop, it is going to be stalemate. So now what we have to do, there are two ways. Either we play the king and take opposition, or the best is any of the bishop we move back on the diagonal and just waste the move, like we did in the rook mate also. So any of the bishop just moves back, forcing the king to a2. Now see, this is guarded by the bishop, so the other bishop gives check. King has to go back to a1 and bishop comes to d4 and becomes mate. So this mate for kids, I think it will take some practice, maybe 7-8 times you can practice with them. It's not a very important mate right now, because mating with two bishops and king, it's very rare. Generally the bishops get exchanged very easily, and most common are rook endgames. So this is that way rare mate, but for knowledge sake we should know these basic mates. Okay, I hope you are enjoying the lessons. Do like, share and subscribe the channel. Thanks for your time.